as they come into the top straight. Now, this is where Schumacher will close right up, but he's got less power than Blundell, so that's incredible bit of driving.
Yes, that's what's the Renault power here, because it's a second division Renault engine, but it's still a very powerful engine, and theoretically more powerful than the pneumatic valves Cosworth that Michael Schumacher enjoys. But Schumacher getting out of the pit chicane more quickly. Bit of earth on the track there that's been scuffed onto it by somebody who's obviously erred from the straight and narrow. Mark Blundell under pressure. Pressure is always greater when you know it's one of the chargers behind you, because Schumacher certainly is that. And he's got inside, but not enough. And Blundell coolly sticks to his line, sticks to his guns. He's going to have a go here, though. But this would be a mistake, because if Schumacher did get in front of him, if he dived inside there, for sure, Blundell would pass him on the straight. Now, let's compare engine power here. Remember, of course, that Schumacher is in the slipstream. He has the benefit of the hole in the air made by the Ligier. And he's made it. Just a little grab on the left front brake there, puff of smoke, but Schumacher's made it inside, and that was a beautifully judged overtaking manoeuvre. See it again. Puff of smoke, and right on the limit. Blundell held very well, but Schumacher was not to be denied. Immense talent. Schumacher takes fourth place, and he should be able to hold it down the back straight and then build his lead through the infield. Senna now untroubled, but the excitement behind is over. Johnny Herbert now, who has got a very charged up Michael Schumacher aiming at him. The gap, but Alesi is between them, and that will work in Herbert's favour. As they crossed the line last time, the gap was 4 seconds. And Schumacher's got the line into the corner. Schumacher goes through and takes second place, and Herbert's back inside him, and he was too quick going in. Tremendous stuff, wheel to wheel, and well done, Johnny Herbert. Herbert saw his chance. He forced Schumacher. We see a replay now. Now Schumacher's down the inside. Herbert obviously held off the brakes long enough to make Schumacher have to enter quicker than he wanted. And look at that. And Herbert saw the gap, got onto the power. Terrific stuff by Herbert. But can he continue to hold him off? I doubt it.
Lap 70, Ayrton Senna, race leader, is on his last lap but one. Only one lap after this between him and the checkered flag for the second time in Brazil, and what a wonderful victory it would be. But what an equally wonderful second place it would be for Damon Hill, and who is going to be third? A terrific struggle, the like of which we haven't seen for a long time between these two, as Schumacher once again uses the superior speed of his Benetton to get through at the end of the finish straight into the left-hander, then the right, dropping downhill, now climbing again, and he should be able to pull away now, because he's coming up to the top straight where he will be able to use the superior power unbothered by Johnny Herbert. You can see the gap is increasing, so Schumacher third, Johnny Herbert is in fourth position. In fifth place behind them, it is still Mark Blundell, then a lap down, the second Lotus of Zanardi in sixth place, and Senna is into his last lap.
And we have news on Michael Andretti. He had a bump, and he's been through the scanner and has been found to be fit. So all is well with Michael Andretti, and that's very good news indeed. He just wants the mechanicals of his McLaren to hold together, and he's waving already. Don't do that. Remember what happened to Nigel Mansell in Canada a couple of years back, when he started waving to the crowd before the end of the race, and Sod's Law bit him. But a wonderful victory for Ayrton Senna, the crowd going absolutely wild, and to hell with negotiations and money. The important thing for Grand Prix racing is that this victory, if such it is, because I hate to see a driver wave before it's finished, it's So many things can trip you up, but the important thing is that will encourage Ayrton Senna to stay for the season, and that's what we need. We don't mind what he gets paid and what his negotiations are. We want to see the best driver in Grand Prix racing, the best driver in the world by a long way. We want to see him racing in Grand Prix racing, even if it is an inferior car. As he comes to the flag, he could still beat Alain Prost for the championship.
And it will be his 37th Grand Prix win, and Ayrton Senna, to the delirious delight of his countrymen, wins in Brazil in his own time. Slows right down. So McLaren wins, Williams second, Benetton third, and Johnny Herbert about 4 car lengths behind in the Lotus finishes in 4th place. Mark Blundell in the Ligier, making it 5 different constructors in the top 5, finishes in 5th place, the last one to go the full 71 laps, and Sandro Zanardi finishes 6th a lap down.
Today I didn't have a fast enough car to keep up with the Williams, but my car was running trouble-free all the way in the race, so it's a great result. And to see the crowd there, it's something that you have to experience.
Why were you penalized?
I think they made a big mistake, because they, as far as I know, I was penalized because I did overtake maneuver under the yellow flag. And what they don't probably realize is that I was lapping somebody, and the guy lifted off in front of me. He lifted for me to overtake, and you know, this is absolutely crazy. I think the people who are making the decisions should either be more careful with their decisions, or have a different way of implementing the rules, because it was for sure 100% a big mistake what they did from the moment that I did not overtake on my own.
Unfortunately, the car was quite good on the damp track, and I managed to pull out a gap. And then when I got back on the circuit, I just lost out a bit to Ayrton, because I think he must have come in a bit earlier. But I was pushing and I was having a race there, and I was very keen to. I thought I had a car that I could win with, and unfortunately, when I got to traffic, I lost a bit out, and I decided that second place was not a bad position for my 4th Grand Prix, so I'm happy.
Does that mean now that you will commit for the rest of the season?
Well, I don't want to talk about it. I simply, not the time to talk about it. I want just to enjoy this weekend, the result, and there's no point to talk about the next race or next races.
Enjoy Sky Sports F1 Live, on all screens, on the go, and the best bits on demand.
Speed and teamwork with the fastest pit stops all the way to the finish line.